Hi, everyone. So it seems that refusefascism.org is written by Bob Avakian of the Revolutionary Communist Party. So Bob Avakian, who is the so-called leader of the Revolutionary Communist Party, is never appears anywhere. And he's been doing the same thing since like 1969. He talked about this. The Bush regime must go, the Obama regime, just, regime one after another. So he's just like this. He's a radical. Some people call him a cult leader like Jim Jones. And these people jump on board, and then they will end up with a proletariat dictatorship. So I don't know. Is this what people really want? Communist America? Um, I, I know I have gaps in my education, but in Russia, I have a Russian friend. She told me what it was like when, you know, um, they didn't have any food, didn't have anything. She said she waited like 8 hours in line to get a toothbrush. And people couldn't own things. You couldn't buy an artwork. So, and they're Marxist, Stalinist. I don't know. Is he a Maoist? I don't know. But wanting to fix things, this world is not run by politicians. It's run by dark powers and forces, and it's not going to change. It's the machine is headed toward the end. It's destroying itself. It's evil. So they don't like Christianity either. Okay. It's hopeless. It's about human beings trying to fix this world. Do you think that will ever happen? Human beings. Okay, I just want to show you a couple of things so you know what's going on. Okay. Um, Let me go back here. Okay, here's refuse fascism. I'm looking for I had it here a second ago. You know how things disappear on the internet. Okay, so this nightmare must end. The Trump-Pence regime must go. So like I just said, he wanted the Bush regime to go, and when they use the word regime, it makes it sound like we're living under this dictatorship, right? And it does seem like George Soros is involved with Bob Avakian. Have you not heard of Bob Avakian? Okay, right here. This is where I'm going at Christmas, Los Angeles. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but okay, down here there's just something I noticed is called thunderclap. Have you heard of that? Um, I can't believe how this page just changes suddenly. That's why I miss books and magazines because you can turn the page and go back. But this just like suddenly changes everything. Okay. So, look, it's all black and white, like ISIS. So, Bob Avakian, I think I said this, he's not available. He's not accessible. He doesn't show up. Okay. And this is not true. Okay. Maybe this is true, what's going on in the government. Okay, we know the government kills people. We know that they're imperialistic, the US government, and all these sorts of things. And they want to be the most powerful, like, a project for a new American century, and their plans to, be the one power in the world. But when Antifa, which is really the Revolutionary Communist Party, starts talking about the Trump Pence regime, it's no different than um, what Bush did at, like they talk about Trump and what he did with the Puerto Rico. Look at what Bush did. And remember Barbara Bush? She didn't want to think about anybody dying or anything. She goes, why should I bother? Why should I let anything enter my beautiful mind like that? So they're all just as evil. And about Trump and North Korea, Hillary said if she became president, she would obliterate Iran. How come nobody says anything about that? Okay, so this is just, these are not nightmares. Oh my gosh, everything is working out. Okay, so this is just like this. Okay, Bob Avakian has been pushing this since 1969. He is a privileged kid from Berkeley. His father was a judge. He even got in trouble. He was sentenced to jail, and instead of serving his sentence, he went to France for 10 years. He's an elusive cult leader. Okay, the nightmare must end. Okay, so you're going to get out there and start this revolutionary communist party takeover. And all these disillusioned people will get fired up and want to do this when their cult leader isn't even around and nobody knows where he is. And look down here. Endorse the call, first name, last name. So they want your info. Definitely want your info. So now let me show you something else here. Okay, this is what people are talking about, and I did look up Bob Avakian and George Soros in the topic Bob Avakian George Soros connection. Look, they call George Soros a riot master. Okay, so Bob Avakian, have you heard of him before? The Bob Avakian Institute. Okay, this is what I read right here. Hundreds of thousands introduced to Bob Avakian. He is a mysterious figure behind the scenes who started the Revolutionary Communist Party. This Antifa is the Revolutionary Communist Party. And Bob Avakian wrote all of this. This is definitely his voice. And what to do. He writes pamphlets. He's been doing this since the 60s. So, what's your opinion about Bob Avakian? So, you can go pick on any of these sites. People have lots of opinions and check it out. Some people say he's like Jim Jones, a marshmallow, or people are going to eat marshmallows. I mean, it's sort of a joke because people are idolizing him. Yet, this thing is going to happen on November 4th. Okay, the Bob Avakian Institute. DNC flag burner is an American hero. Member of a Maoist personality cult. Antifa, or Revolutionary Communist Party, plans civil war to bring down U.S. government. To bring down the U.S. government, and it's no different than wanting to bring down all of the previous governments since the Vietnam War. Warning. Bob Avakian is the big kahuna in the Revolutionary Communist Party. Oh. Okay, so, all right, bled, civil war like Antifa riots on November 4th in 5 states, or what? Revolutionary Communist Party protests Trump. Okay, this is it. So click on some of these, just type in something. Bob Avakian, George Soros connection, or whatever. See what comes up and read up and find out who these people really are and what could be in store if this didn't Mao kill millions of people? Didn't Marx kill millions of people? Lenin kill millions of people? So what's going on? Okay, political experts. All right, I know there's the synagogue of Satan. And where does that fit in? And where do the Jesuits fit in? And where do all the, chemtrails fit in? Wow, there were chemtrails here today like you would not believe. Okay, now, here, there's some videos also you can click on, okay? You see a picture. Here he is. Bob Avakian, right here. And he wears a shirt like Castro, okay? What is capitalism? What is capitalism to him? Look, B.A. speak. See, he's a cult leader that's unavailable. He rarely comes out in public. These are old videos. Yet, he's writing all the Antifa literature and putting up the websites backed by who? His supporters. And then, so people were asking questions on, look, there's not even any comment on here. Like a big time leader, right? And there's know the basics, big time leader, and there's not even a freaking comment. Only 1,359 views, 9/7 down. Okay. So what kind of a leader is this to have garnered so much press about Antifa, the Revolutionary Communist Party? Same thing being spread everywhere. So this has to get out somehow, right? So it takes money to do it. Money and attention, purposeful attention, right? Okay, so Bob Avakian seems to be kind of a joke. Okay, so I just read this one. That's why I clicked on it. There's so many more to read, and people talk about where is he? What is he doing? Why doesn't he come out? Why is he a leader, but he's not accessible? Some people love him. Some people hate him. And sorry, a crazy commie is still a crazy commie. But some people support him. But I kind of liked this comment down here. Haha, Jim Jones and marshmallows. Yeah, some people make that comparison. I don't know. Okay, it's down. Okay, let me get this straight. Mr. Avakian wants a violent communist uprising, then a dictatorship of the proletariat to free the masses. Sounds fantastic, doesn't it? I can't wait. Oh, well, he appeals when he gives speeches. He appeals to the disin not disenchanted. I forgot the word that I even wanted to use. Okay. Revolutionary occult leader. So if other people suggest this, look, here he is. Bob Avakian. So how does he get to just use his initials? Because he is a cult leader. Bob Avakian through the years, 1969, 79, 2003, and now here we are in 2017, and he's still at it. Okay, I think people have to really consider the definition of true fascism and all of this, and considering the degree of, pitting one group against the other to create the civil war, and the idea that George Soros wants to destroy America and every other country to start the one world government, which is totally Luciferian and anti-God and Jesus Christ, who said he's coming back. So is Jesus real? Is Jesus for everyone? What I wonder is, I was watching a black channel, and it was so great, and they were just talking about how we all got to stick together and all that, there's no white nationalists, like they're trying to conquer, divide and conquer and everything. But, and he sounded like he was a believer in Jesus, but then he said something like, white people have to die, or it's the end of their rule, or something like that. When, I don't know, I learned the song when I was a little kid. Jesus loves all the little children, red and yellow, black and white, all are precious in his sight. Can we be like that? Okay, well, he's creepy, okay? Creepy. So, 7 years ago, Bob Avakian's News Synthesis, a critical overview. See? Dramatic reading of Bob Avakian's work. How come I've never heard of Bob Avakian before? I feel quite out of it. The Voting Trap Under Capitalism. Reparations, Overcoming National Oppression in Socialist Society. So, get it? He's been around forever. He's trying to overthrow every regime since the 60s. Okay, thank you for watching this. Hope people can have some comments that enlighten me. And thanks for referrals to watch videos and educate myself, although I don't have enough time, so it has to be succinct. Anyway, God bless everyone. Take care. Be safe, whatever these freaks try to do, because, they said in their own words on one of their other sites that violence is acceptable, and physical violence is acceptable on property and persons. And this violence can be because of the words other people use, what they say, their speech. So they will hurt you if you say what they don't like. So be careful. Thank you for watching. Catch you later.